Hello, and welcome to Tulsa Debate League's Public Forum Debate Judge Training for the 2024-2025 season. My name is Morgan Lawrence. I'm the Program Manager in charge of the Elementary Debate Division. First of all, thank you so much for being here. We truly couldn't do this without your help. Our elementary program is so much fun and means so much to these kids. It improves their literacy, it gives them confidence, public speaking skills, and a bunch of other soft skills that people don't even consider. So, the elementary school topic this year is education technology in primary and secondary schools is more beneficial than harmful. The affirmative team will argue that education technology in primary and secondary schools is more beneficial than harmful, and the negative team will argue that education technology in primary and secondary schools is more harmful than beneficial. Job number 1, keep the trains running on time. So we do pride ourselves on running a tournament that goes on time. So please just be in your round as soon as you can, fill out your ballot, bring it back to the ballot table. Yes, you have time to go to the bathroom. Make sure you write your feedback on the ballot as opposed to giving it out loud, which can take up time and slow down the tournament. These kids do have buses to catch to get back to their home schools when the tournament is finished. Now, the first speeches are the constructive speeches. So you will see that right here, those are pre-written speeches followed by a cross-examination. There's some rebuttals, which are not pre-written. Occasionally, you might see a student with a pre-written rebuttal. That's okay if they need that scaffolding, but I would really encourage them to write their rebuttals and definitely take that into consideration for speaker points if a student is writing their own rebuttals. You will see the cross-examinations, and you'll note that it says 2N questions 1A, 1A questions 1N. It's okay if it's what's called open cross, which means both teammates can ask the other teammates, the other side, questions. That's just fine, especially at the elementary level, that they help each other like that. There's 2 minutes of prep per team, and then here we have the other speeches, a summary, which is where they continue to extend, expand on, refine arguments, and they each have a focus where they defend their case and focus on the 2 to 3 most important issues in the round. Now, a quick note about observers in rounds. Please limit this to 2 parent observers or guardian observers per round, no siblings, no other children in the room. That can be really distracting to the debaters, can make them nervous. Unfortunately, debate isn't really a spectator activity, so we try to keep that to a minimum, and there should be no interaction between any parents or spectators and you, the judge. You are in control. Let us know if you have any issues with that, and we'll be happy to help. Job number 2 is the ballot. Your role as a judge is to give the round your full attention. Silence your cell phones before beginning the round, and yes, it's okay to keep time on your phone. Just please don't be on Instagram or TikTok. The kids notice, and they've worked really hard for this. Make sure the round stays on schedule by starting on time and keeping accurate time for speeches, cross-ex, and prep time. Make a decision on who won the round based on which team did a better job of proving their position, not based on personal opinion. Provide each team with constructive feedback after the round. Please keep feedback about their speaking skills and the debate itself. We don't like to comment on appearance or anything like that. We're just glad they're here debating on their Saturday. If any issues or rule challenges come up during the round, contact Tournament Director Chris Cook at 918-743-8024. When you arrive, check in at the ballot table to see if you have a ballot assigned to you. If you do have a ballot assigned to you, pick it up and head to your room in a timely manner so rounds can start on time. If you do not have a ballot assigned, please stay near the ballot table in case we end up needing to reassign a ballot to you, which we probably will if you're available. After the round, return your ballot to me at the ballot table as soon as possible and check to see if you have a ballot for the next round. After each round is complete, you will cast your ballot for the winning team by writing their team code and whether they were affirmative or negative on the appropriate lines. You will assign speaker points to each speaker ranging from 26 to 30. 26 is the lowest, and I would really try not to give a kid this in the elementary division. That can be super discouraging. Maybe give them a 26.5 if you think they had a really hard time. However, if they had poor etiquette, they were rude, there was bullying, name calling, 26 is fine. 30 would be the best debate you've ever seen. 29, the best you've seen today. And you can use decimal points when assigning speaker points, and you can assign the same number of points to multiple students. Here's an example of a ballot. You will see the team code for the Dove Science, that's the DIDO, and for Charles Page, the GIBA. Ask who's first speaker, who's second speaker. Get their names there. Make sure you get them on the right side. It's a good chance to get to know the students, and you want to assign the correct points to the student that deserves it. Write if the AF or neg side won the debate. Put their code. Check if it's a low point win. Low point wins are rare, but they do happen. For example, if the other team had really poor etiquette and one team was being respectful, that's an example of how a low point win could happen. Write your signature, and if you're judging on behalf of a school, write that school. If not, you don't need to fill that out. Here's a good ballot. Speaker points assigned to everyone. We know what speaker position they were. And there's feedback about the debate and their speaking skills. The judge signed it, and we know which side won. This is an awful ballot, which I know none of you will do. There's no speaker points. We don't know who spoke on which side. The neg won, maybe a signature, and they gave oral feedback, which probably slowed our tournament down. Job number 3 is be kind. This is a huge one for us at TDL. Be kind, be encouraging. We're a really supportive community. We like to keep that vibe and that culture up. Emergency procedures. In the unlikely event of an emergency, TDL will contact coaches and judges by text with instructions using a text system. We do not use talking points anymore. If you have an emergency in your round, contact Chris at 918-743-8024. Lock the doors if there's an intruder. Move away from doors and windows. Await instructions. If there's a tornado, follow instructions posted in classroom and or instructions from TDL. If there's a fire, follow instructions posted in classroom and or instructions from TDL. Thanks so much for volunteering. If anything comes up, please contact Chris, 918-743-8024. Usually we do suggest you finish the round. You can come talk to us about ballot table and we'll address it then. Thanks so much. Have fun.